I'll be proving Gatorade and nicotine. It's a vicious circle, spin around and round. It's a kind of combination, put you 6 feet down. I got 4-round Wranglers and a pearl snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living for man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than breathe into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame. Come on. They ain't Jim Sharp, I ain't Chris Ledoux. I'm just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to rock, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than bleed into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the final race of Sunday Fun Day with the Morton Buildings, World of Outlaws, iRacing Super Late Models here from the Eldora Speedway. Brett Wheeler alongside Matt Bailey as we get set for qualifying. Is just about to wrap up, and Matt, pretty good night so far.
Mate, it's been pretty wicked so far here tonight. We can't wait to see what's going to happen here tonight for the super late models. It's going to be pretty awesome once again around Eldora Speedway.
Well, again, we've got the two qualifying servers going on. These drivers will qualify, then they will do their own heat races in each server. I'll go to top three. We'll go to the prelim A, and we'll have some consolation races or a consolation race. Then the prelim A main, which will be contested over 20 laps, will take the top 10 from both servers to lock in 20 cars. And then the top 20 for the 4 provisionals, up to 4 provisionals, for the drivers that didn't make the A main via the prelim. We'll have a chance to use one of one provisionals, unless you're a past champion, then you will get 2. We'll take a look at qualifying results. Evan C is the man that goes quick time. Desmond Busby, John Ruggiero, Matt Selby, and Travis St. Clair. We'll see 4 heats on the program for server number 1. Again, server number 2 going on at the same time as we look at Evan C starting on the pole position to the outside of the front row, which is Travis St. Clair, position number 2.
Randall Carter will start the 37 car from position number 3 and to his outside. And it's the first time we've seen this guy on the stream tonight driving the Underwood Racing car number 46. It's Ryan Underwood.
Jarrett Jones makes up the 5th starting position in car number 45 for 4 League Motorsports. He's outside for Sub-Zero. It's Jaden Krause out of position number 6.
And down the back of the bus, it'll be Bob Klein in Hood Up Motorsports, number 7, and to his outside. Ryan Olsen in the 111 will line up out of position number 8. So, heat race number 1, race fans, let's get set to let them loose. 8 laps on the board. Let's get set to go racing. Super late model style. Here at Eldora Speedway, we're green.
We are underway. Evan C, Travis St. Clair, and Ryan Underwood. That's your top 3. Randall Carter sits in 4th. Jaden Krause 5th. Here comes Underwood. To the inside of St. Clair, down into 3 and 4 for your first of 8 laps around the virtual Eldora Speedway. Round number 3 of the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Super Late Model Competition. Randall Carter to the inside on Jaden Krause. Meanwhile, challenging for a second position is Travis St. Clair. Takes back the second spot from Ryan Underwood.
Down to turns 3 and 4 this time by down the main straightaway they run. Into turns number 1 and 2. Underwood just under the slick line, forming already in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway runs the cushion in 3 and 4. Here comes Jaden Krause in the 13 car. Down the main straightaway they run into turns 1 and 2. They've got 5 laps left to go in heat race number 1. Down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. Underwood looking to make a pass on Travis St. Clair. Not going to make it happen though in turn 3 and 4. Down the main straight they run. 4 down, 4 to run.
Halfway home, Evan C. Yelena, prelim server number 1. Heat race number 1 of 4. Underwood diving down to the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Throws a big dive bomb and St. Clair tries to park it on the nose of the 13 T-bit straight. St. Clair too good to turn it back underneath to take over position number 2. Now St. Clair going to nearly return the favour, but he'll leave a lane up on the outside. Underwood gets into the wall, comes down the racetrack. They done very well to keep it off of each other. 2 laps left to run, Matt.
This time by down the main straightaway. Yes, 2 to go. Into turns number 1 and 2, and Underwood drives away from the 13T. Here comes Krause to the bottom side as well. Krause tried to make a move on the 13T of Travis St. Clair. Couldn't get the job done though. Carter though back there in the 37 car. Down to 1 and 2 they go once again. Krause with the power down to the 13. Makes a move on St. Clair. They go wheel to wheel. The pair of 13s will make it into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Even though your race winner is Evan C. Crosses the line home first. Ryan Underwood second. Travis St. Clair third. And Randall Carter home in position number 4. Well, a good run in heat race number 1. There's your results. Evan C., Ryan Underwood, Travis St. Clair, Randall Carter, Jaden Krause, Bob Klein, Jarrett Jones, and Ryan Olsen. Heat race number 2 about to line up on the speedway, and we're set to go. Desmond Busby for D1RT Racing will line up to 82 out of 1, with AJ Cruz in the 57 from Carolina will start from 2.
Logan Rumsey for Slick Sim Sports starts position number 3. Cody Seaback driving the 357 for Max Droop Sim Sports will start position number 4.
Position 5 with the Slam Sim Sports. Number 28 of Mason Lobb. Position number 6 to his outside. Car number 13, that is Caleb Ramsey.
Camden Johnston for Max Droop Sim Sports out of position number 7. And Ross Burnett, the 122, lining up out of position number 8. Matt, another 8 cars, another 8 laps, another top 3 to the prelim. For the rest of the LF5, they'll go to consolation race. We're getting set to start heat number 2.
8 laps on the board. Super late model style here at Eldora Speedway. Let's go racing. Down to a 1 and 2 they go for the first time. Busby with the early race lead. Down the back straight over they go. 3 wide momentarily into turns number 3 and 4. There was a bit of contact between 3rd, 4th and 5th on the speedway. Down the main straight they run this time. Vibrant, 1 down, 7 to go.
Johnston through the middle, he'll slide up. And the 76 machine, Lob to the inside. In fact, that's Rumsey there. Johnston in the 22. Busby, Cruz and Sieber. They've got the transfer positions at the moment. Sieber looking to close in, but the battle is on for 4, 5 and 6 with Lob. The little tap of the concrete wall with the right rear quarter pedal. The 76 of Rumsey to the outside. Johnston still working back down to the inside. Then you go back to Caleb Ramsey. Ross Burnett rounding out the field.
Into turns 1 and 2 they go once again. Logan Rumsey on the top side of the speedway trying to track down Mason Lobb. We know how good these two guys are around here in super late model action. Meanwhile, back up front with your race leaders Busby, AJ Cruz and Cody Seabert going out into turns 1 and 2 this time. They've got 3.5 laps left to go this time to turns number 3 and 4. Down the main straight they run this time by 3 laps left to go for your race leader, the 82 machine of Desmond Busby. Down the back straight they run. Cruz now up to 2nd in the 57 machine, and coming after your race leader, Brett, the popsicle sticks are out, 2 to go.
And Desmond Busby in the 82 still holding on to a very, very slim margin for the race lead. Cruz still working the outside of the 57. Does he dive it down low? No. He's going to stay behind the 82, and well, he's got a choice to make. Does he go for the race win, or does he lock himself into the prelim? You can take your pick. Either rider is going to be viable. Desmond Busby leads it through 1 and 2. Cruz and Sieber, yes, they are nose to tail down into turn number 3 and 4. Busby going to protect that slider from Cruz. Cruz going to work it back around the outside. Busby holds on to pick up heat race number 2 victory. Cruz will come home 2nd, Sieber 3rd. And you go back to Rumsey in 4th, followed by Johnston, Lobb, Ramsey and Burnett. As we take a look at heat race number 2, official results coming your way. Busby, Cruz, Sieber to the prelim A. Rumsey, Johnston, Lobb, Ramsey and Burnett. They'll go through to last chance qualifier. Heat race number 3 will line up like this. John Ruggiero Jr. lines up the 44 from position number 1 to the outside. The 171 for Max Droop Simsports. It's Brandon Freeberg.
Position number 3 with the 22 car, Mason Clark to his outside. Position number 4 with the 81 car, Joey Lamb.
Dustin Sizemore lines up the 11 machine from position number 5 to the outside, the 741. Position number 6, it's James Starry.
Position number 7 with the Krebs Family Racing 168. It's Bo Krebs from 7 and to his outside, the Slam Sim Sports. Number 02, that is Nick Baum.
And we'll move forward to heat race number 3, penultimate heat race of the night here on UltimateDirtTV. You're watching the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Super Late Models here on UltimateDirtTV. Thanks to the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. Matt, it's time to go racing in heat number 3.
Let's get set to let them loose. Ruggiero Jr. jumps on the fun pedal. We're green for heat race number 3. And down to 1 and 2, Freeberg chucked it on the bottom side of the speedway. Got all sorts of unsettled, and we got one car upside down. That'll be Nick Baum in the 02 car. Joey Lamb in the 81 was involved in that one as well. And we are yellow. Wow.
First caution of the Super Late Model lobby?
Yes.
Not bad.
Yes.
Not bad, I must say.
I know. It's pretty.
That come on lap 1. Brandon Freeberg's going to get his spot back.
Yeah, he got all sorts of looseness in turns 1 and 2. They were momentarily 3 wide in turn 1 and 2 as well, so not sure whether he had a bit of a helping hand there from one of the other cars on the racetrack. So we'll line them up and get set to go once again. Nick Baum, unfortunately, out of the dropping a heat race here tonight, so that's not going to do him well in points. Here tonight at Eldora Speedway, he'll have a chance to come through one of the last chance qualifiers a little bit later on. John Ruggiero Jr., though, will kick us off in the 44 car. Then you're back to Freeberg, Mason Clark, Dustin Sizemore in the 011 machine. Then you're back to James Starry, Bo Krebs, and Joey Lamb in the 81 down the back of the bus. I'll tell you what, Brett, we've seen some pretty awesome racing here tonight, mate. And I'll tell you what, it's only going to get better from here on out.
Yeah, it certainly is. Looking forward to, of course, the prelim main, but of course the A main event to come later on. You're probably looking at another 45 minutes, I'd say, before we get into that A main. 45 minutes to an hour, but still, to get that field set, we've still got to go through this heat plus one more heat, so technically a heat and a half, followed by, I'm going to say 2 consolations, just in case they decide to throw it into 2 consies rather than the one big one, and then of course a prelim main event. So still a lot. Justin Toll, thank you, brother, for the 500 stars. Appreciate it, and we hope you are enjoying the show here on UltimateDirtTV.
Well, race fans, looks like just a little bit of a break in the racing at the moment. Looks like race control just dissecting what happened on the opening lap of heat race number 3. So hence why the pace car lights are still on the speedway. I would say that would be what's going to happen. Looks like they're lining up in single file formation. So looks like we're going to go this time by. I would say the yellow lights are out around the speedway. Brett, we're set for a restart, mate, here at Eldora Speedway. John Ruggiero to kick us away.
Yes, we are getting ready to fire back under the green flag condition. Single file restart. Safety car going to go in field, and Ruggiero picks up the back end, and we are underway. Mason Clark sitting in second in that 22 machine. Sizemore sitting in that third and final transfer position. What can Sizemore do? He's going to have James Starry closing in, but I tell you what, Sizemore, he's looking good in the early parts of this heat race. We've got, wait for the time. There we go, 2 down, 6 to run. Sizemore with a slide job.
Yeah, down to 1 and 2 they go. How nice is that race car, Brett? Dustin Sizemore's number 11 machine. Sweet looking wrap on that race car. 3 turns 3 and 4 though this time by. 3 down, 5 to run. Here in heat race number 3, the penultimate heat race of the night. As Brett alluded to just before. And meanwhile, here comes James Starry. Sizemore caught the wall in the entry of turn number 3. Meanwhile, Mason Clark capitalises on that. So too James Starry. Moves Starry now to position number 2. Sizemore back in position number 3 right now. Takes a spot back off Mason Clark. Meanwhile, Starry did the same thing as Sizemore did a lap and a half ago, and Sizemore upside down.
I know it's not his fault, but he loves to hear it. It's Sizemore's fault. Oh,
wow.
Sizemore.
Boy, did he catch some air then.
Sizemore, you can't park there, buddy. Oh, boy. He was looking good, too.
He was.
Just a little mistake. And that's all
it takes, mate.
That's exactly right. That's all it took.
Well, back under the caution lights once again here at Eldora Speedway, race fans. We'll line the cars up. Looks like one car being sent rear field.
James
one car
Starry.
stopping. Yes. Well, Brett, we know that's never something that you want to see happen on the racetrack, but hey, looks like we're going to get set to go one more time.
Yeah, we really are. Here we go. Green flag getting set to fly. We're back underway in tonight's third heat of prelim server number 1. It's John Ruggiero leading Mason Clark and Bo Krebs, courtesy of Sizemore and Starry. He's going to move into position number 3, but Brandon Freeberg now trying to take that away. Mason Clark into the outside wall. Look out, Krebs. Oh, poor Bo Krebs. Anybody that gets in that third transfer spot, Matt, just seems to have the worst luck.
Might be the cursed spot, mate. Wow. So back under the caution lights once again, race fans. John Ruggiero Jr. is your race leader. Move Brendan Freeberg now up to position number 2. Mason Clark in the 22 car. Down the back of the bus now. That'll move Bo Krebs is going to get his spot back in the 68 car. So he'll move back up to position number 3. Move James Starry back to position number 4. Nick Baum in 5. Joey Lamb in 6. And Mason Clark in the 22. In position number 7. Looks like we're going to get set to go this time by Brett. Take number 4. Let's go.
Yeah, we're getting close, Matt. We're getting close. Bo Krebs going to get the 3rd spot back on the racetrack, but he's got James Starry right in behind him. Both cars have got significant damage. A lot of cars have got significant damage to the rear ends of the race car. John Ruggiero probably got the cleanest car on the racetrack, and rightfully so. Out in front, come to the white flag. Slide job by Starry. Move Krebs back to position number 3. 1 is out, Matt.
Yeah, this time into turns 1 and 2. John Ruggiero Jr. has led since the drop of the green flag, and rightfully so deserves the win. In heat race number 3, out of turn number 4, Ruggiero Jr. will win heat race number 3. 2nd will go to Brandon Freeberg. 3rd to James Starry. 4th to Bo Krebs. A good finish to heat race number 3. There's your final results on screen. Ruggiero Jr. over Brandon Freeberg, James Starry, Bo Krebs, Mason Clark. Then you're back to Nick Baum and Joey Lamb, and unfortunately Dustin Sizemore having a nasty one in heat race number 3. Heat race number 4, the Full Link Motorsports number 46, and Matty Selby will start on the pole to his outside, the Vanderpool Racing number 21. That is Lyndon Whitfield.
69 for Team Victory Lane Racing. Brent Carter will start position number 3 to the outside. The 113, Paul Hollander, position number 4.
Position number 5 with the 4 machine off Huey Quillen, and to his outside, position number 6, car number 19, that is Cole Ashcraft.
And your final row inside, it's Craig Stokes in the 29 from position number 7 to the outside. Jake Corley, car number 44, lining up at a position number 8. Matt, our final heat race of the night. We're getting ready for a start with Matt Selby and Lyndon Whitfield.
Let's get set to go, race fans. Final heat race of the night, as Brett just alluded to. We are Green Hill Eldora Speedway. Matty Selby, a good start, down to 1 and 2 for the first time. Down the back straight away, Lyndon Whitfield straight up into the 2nd position. Then you're back to Paul Hollander in the 113. Then you got Brent Carter in the 69. 1 down, 7 to run. Brett and Matty Selby leads him to 1.
Yeah, interesting move to go to the middle of the racetrack there as Lyndon Whitfield tucks in behind him. Meanwhile, Hollander around the outside of Brent Carter for that 3rd and final transfer position. Carter coming back at Hollander in the 113. Unable to do anything with him as they come to the start-finish line. Lap number 2 is in the books. It's Selby, Whitfield and Hollander at the moment occupying your top 3.
Yeah, chuck in Randall Carter as well. Brent Carter in the 69 car. My bad. There's too many Carter boys in here tonight. So, Brent on the bottom side of the speedway, the Team VLR number 69 machine on the inside of Paul Hollander down the back straight away. They got 4.5 laps to go into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight now with 4 to run. Into turns 1 and 2, and Matthew Selby looking for a heat race win. He needs it too. This will bring good points for a heat race win. Paul Hollander as well to turn number 3 and 4 on the top side of the speedway, looking to take over 2nd on Lyndon Whitfield. The slide job is there. Down to a 1 and 2 they go this time. Down the back straight away, Brett. They've got 2.5 to go.
Whitfield and Hollander side by side for positions number 2 and 3. Brent Carter watching this great battle unfold. Whitfield and Hollander go to the top side. Hollander into the wall a number of times. He gets off it. He gets back to position number 3 as Brent Carter challenging into turn number 3 and 4. Your top 4, 2 by 2. Whitfield around the outside, challenging for the race lead into turn number 1 and 2. Hollander now going to look to make it 3 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Hollander slides back. Selby down to the low side. Whitfield on the outside. Here we come off turn number 4. The checkers around. Matt Selby wins. Oh my, what a finish to heat race number 4. By far the best heat race of the night. Matt Selby wins. Lyndon Whitfield second. Paul Hollander will unofficially grab third. We've got just the one B main. Let's take a look at heat race number 4 results. Here they are. Selby, Whitfield and Hollander go through to the prelim. Carter, Stikes, Quillen, Ashcraft and Corley. They will find themselves in consolation racing as we get set for the first of the only B main, 10 laps. And the top 12 is the magical number. Randall Carter and Logan Rumsey in row number 1.
Yeah, it'll be Bo Krebs in the 168 out of 3 and Brent Carter in the 69 from position number 4.
Row 3, Jaden Krause to the inside, to the outside of Camden Johnston.
Row number 4 will be Max Clark in the 22 and on his outside, Craig Stikes in the 29.
Row 5 to the inside, Bob Klein, to the outside, it's Mason Lobb.
Row number 6 will be Nick Baum in the 02 and on his outside, the 04 of Huey Quillen.
We go back to row number 7, Jared Jones to the inside, position 13, Caleb Ramsey, position 14.
Then you go back to Joey Lamb in the 81 out of 15. Cole Ashcraft will start the 19 from position 16.
Then we go back to Ryan Olsen, position number 17, Ross Burnett out of 18.
Dustin Sizemore in this one. The Reaper Speed Incorporated 011 car will start from 19. And Jake Corley in the 44 will start from position number 20. Well, Brett, we know he was looking the goods in heat race number 3, and I'll tell you what, he's got some work to do in this one, Dustin Sizemore. Well,
he made one of the prelim shows. I'm pretty sure he actually made one of the A-main events in the first 2 weeks. I want to say it might have been last week where he made this show, and sort of, not going to lie, he actually caught me off. Yeah, it caught me by surprise because, as we know, Sizemore's been around. He's in and out of the iRacing service, and comes and goes whenever he plays. Because it's always his fault. But yeah, he's going to be one to watch in this B-main, and that's for sure.
Well, race fans, 10 laps on the board, top 12 through to tonight's prelim show. Let's go green!
And it's going to be Randall Carter in the 37 entry for Team Victor Lane Racing. Bo Krebs looking to the inside, looking to take position number 2. But here comes Logan Rumsey back to the outside and yellow.
First yellow of tonight's B main. And no car seemed to be out of the race just yet, so
we got one.
We got one?
Yep, Bob Klein in the 7.
Whoa.
So there's 2 little incidences there. So he gets up into the side of, I want to say it was Mason Lobb. Yes, it was Mason Lobb in the 28. But as he'd sort of checked up to not go any further, Nick Baum comes through up on the inside, and well, he just took a nice little hit to the rear end, and he didn't even get taken out to dinner first.
No. Didn't get the question popped, unfortunately.
Oh, there was something popped, but it wasn't the question.
Oh, dear. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying the action tonight, race fans. It's been an awesome night here at Eldora Speedway. And can't wait to see what's going to happen later on. Just going through some of the comments on the Facebook page. Patricia Payne back in the house. We'll welcome you back, Patricia. We'll see what happens in tonight's prelim show. So to Rob Smith in there as well. So good to see these guys back out on the speedway. Good to see Super Late Models back on the program as well, Brett. And well, let's see what the rest of tonight's B main is going to bring us.
Well, I reckon it's going to bring us some passing, some contact with the concrete wall. I reckon someone might get told that they they can't park on a certain spot of the racetrack. And I reckon we're at least going to get another 3 laps in before we go yellow.
Let's see what happens, though. Randall Carter to lead us away, folks. Logan Rumsey back down the 76 in 2. Bo Krebs in 3. Let's get set to go back to green as we do go down to 1 and 2 this time. Krebs on the bottom side. Logan Rumsey there on the top side of the speedway. Right, knocking on the rear door of the 37 machine. Carter into the wall in turn number 3. Logan Rumsey grabs the race lead through turns 3, 4, back down to 1 and 2. So quickly, just like that, back to just where we were 30 seconds ago. And Randall Carter back up to position number 2 on the speedway. We go yellow.
Well, I was close. It was a lap, but nearly 2 laps. I did say 3.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, look, Patricia and Robert, I've got no interest in football, in NFL whatsoever. The only time I've got half an interest in it is when I'm gambling on it. And I won $390 today because the Bengals beat the Chiefs, which I'm okay with that.
Well done, mate. Good job.
Yeah.
Always good to get a win.
Ah, yes. I like winning.
Yes, we all like winning. I'll tell you what, though, after last night's little pro late model ordeal, I actually went down to the local Penderhill Inn, and I came out with $500 on the pokies. And I put $100 in.
Nice.
So
well done.
Just kept smashing the features, mate. It was unreal. Just kept ticking and ticking and ticking.
What machine?
What was it? The Dragon one? I don't really play the pokies all that often, but I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go have a drink and have a slap, and why not? I think it was called Chinese Dragons or something. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. They've got some new ones in there.
So your shout for lunch.
Oh, well, sorry, mate. You live 10 minutes up the road, but yeah.
Still your shout for lunch.
What do we have in Chinese?
Mate, trust me, I'm the world's cheapest lunch.
What do we have in Chinese?
Give me a sandwich. That'll do me. That'll fill me up.
Oh, I can't go wrong. Can't knock back the good old Chinese food, mate.
Oh, no, look, I'll eat it, but it'll come back up. And that's not a good sign.
No. Let's not go there.
Put it this way. I don't know if you've had them. I don't know what they're called there. It's little bread. They're thin. They're called thins bread. They're real thin.
Yeah.
And they're smaller than like just a normal loaf of bread.
Mm.
I have 2 of them with either Vegemite and cheese or chicken loaf or Devon and tomato sauce.
Oh, I can't go wrong with the Devon and tomato sauce.
I actually had 2 slices of Devon and tomato sauce just before we went on air, but I'll have 2 of those sandwiches, and I'm full for the next 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm a cheap lunch.
Fair enough.
I'm a cheap dinner too.
Yeah, fair enough.
And if you haven't got
overall a cheap date.
Oh, absolutely. Doesn't take much to impress me.
Oh, fair enough.
Trust me. I've seen what I've got, and that impresses me, and it's not all that much.
Just got to take you to a sprint car race, mate. You'll be right.
Oh, yes. That doesn't even have to be sprint car. Just a speedway meeting.
Just a speedway meeting, yeah, of course.
There's a number of speedway meetings on this weekend. There's Gunnedah, and there's ACT Speedway.
There is. We'll touch on that. But it looks like the yellow lights are still on anyway, so we can touch on that now. Yes, it's coming up, mate. You know, I'm pretty sure you've got a lot of races to go to this coming over the course of the next couple of weeks, I reckon.
In 3 weeks, I'll be at 3 different racetracks.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty huge.
Actually, technically 4 if I go to Eastern Creek, because I'll be there just watching, you know.
Yes. So that'll be pretty cool. The grand opening, 26th of February for all Australians of the new Eastern Creek Speedway. That'll be pretty awesome. Can't wait to see what the future of that venue holds. Meanwhile, Brett, the green lights are back on the speedways. We go back to green.
Logan Rumsey and Bo Krebs lead us off down the front straightaway. Give the advantage to Logan Rumsey. Here comes Krebs back to the inside now, challenging for the race lead. This is for a better starting spot. A 10th starting position. In fact, it'll be 13. In fact, because we took 12, we had 3 heats. So position number 13 and 14 on the line for your top 2, whether you want to start inside or whether you prefer to start on the outside groove. Rumsey still leads from Krebs. Randall Carter in third. Then you go back to Camden Johnston, Jaden Krause, Craig Stokes, Joey Lamb, Nick Baum, Jared Jones, Cole Ashcroft, Huey Quillen and Bob Klein. After being wrecked there in the first lap, he's made his way back to position number 12 and he's on the bubble, Matt.
Yeah, he sure is. Down through turns 3 and 4 this time by now with 4 laps remaining. Here in tonight's B-Main, down to 1 and 2 they go once again. Nick Baum on the middle part of the speedway. Wow, that was close. Good racing between himself and Jared Jones in there as well. So too Cole Ashcroft. And we are cautioned with 3 to run. Wowee.
That's getting tight close to that transfer spot, Matt.
Oh, it sure is. It was just getting good too.
Hey, you should go to Gunnedah. I don't know.
It's a bit of a drive for me, mate. Unfortunately.
It's only 5 hours up the road, maybe 5.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the. I'll try and get the weekend off. When's that?
Saturday.
This weekend.
Yes, they have. I'll tell you
yeah.
what. I'll tell you what they have on.
Unfortunately, it won't happen. I won't make it because I have to work Saturday. Unfortunately, but I won't be able to get anyone to cover for me because one of the girls are off work.
What time do you finish work?
2.
Yeah, it's pushing it.
Yeah, big time.
So Formula Friday. Oh, sorry, the Formula 500s are on.
Ooh.
Up there.
Wonder if what's his name will be making the trip for that. Cater.
The Torso.
Yeah, the Torso.
Yes, he is nominated actually.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I was disappointed because I was expecting to see the Fridge nominated. He's not nominated.
Oh, well.
I'm not okay with that.
Typical Victorian.
Incorrect. He's New South Welshman.
Oh, okay, well, still. Typical.
Yeah. Wins the junior New South Wales state title and just doesn't want to race.
Wow.
ACT. That's only a 3-hour drive, Matt.
Yeah, I might make. Yeah, we'll see. When's that? Next weekend.
This Saturday.
Also this Saturday.
Wingless Sprints.
Ooh.
Announced that last night. Wingless Sprints. ACC Production Sedan title, which is going to have Joel Berkeley.
Wow.
The production
Modified production sedan champion.
Yes, the production sedan champion will be there. They'll have the RSA 4 cylinders, RSA street stocks. So that'll be a good night of racing.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to release their nomination list at either later on tonight or tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to get that one. But anyhow, we'll go back to green. And time limit has expired and the checkered flag is already out. So time limit race happening for your B main. Now let's take a look at your confirmed 12 starters. Hello Patricia, how are you? Cody, we're doing well. Rumsey, Carter, that's Randall, Krebs, Johnston, Lamb, Krause, Stikes, Baum, Ashcraft, Jones, your top 10, Klein and Quillen get the 12 transfer positions into the prelim. Ramsey, Lobb, Clark, Brent Carter, Burnett, Olsen, Corley and Sizemore all going to miss out on the prelim A main. Well, there's no point going to commercial because you've only got 20 seconds, and well, we can get a lot in 20 seconds time, Matt. There's another week where we've seen a little over 60 drivers. I think it's about 68, 60, maybe 67, 68 drivers, maybe hopefully 69 compete over the 2 servers. And again, this is the only league where each and every week 2 servers have to go up for the pro late models and the supers, because if they didn't, well, we'd have a maxed lobby each and every week.
Yeah, mate, that's exactly right. And it's pretty cool though to have so many cars, and it's pretty awesome that the way that Steve McMillan and all the boys behind the scenes do that. So meanwhile, race fans, your preliminary feature is about to line up on the speedway here for prelim action here tonight at Eldora Speedway. And starting from position number 24, he drives car number 4. It is Huey Quillen to his inside, the Hood Up Motorsports number 7. That is Bob Klein.
Jared Jones out of position number 22 to the inside, position number 21, Cole Ashcraft.
Position number 20, he drives the Slam Sim Sports. Number 02, that is Nick Baum. Position number 19, car number 29, that is Craig Stykes.
Position number 18, it's Jaden Krause to the inside. Position number 17, Joey Lamb.
Position number 16 for the Max Droop Sim Sports Racing Stable. It is car number 22 of Camden Johnston. Position number 15, the Krebs Family Racing, car number 168. It is the man himself, Bo Krebs.
Randall Carter, position number 14 to the inside. Position number 13, that's Logan Rumsey.
Position number 12, he drives car number 113. The driver is Paul Hollander from position number 12. Position number 11, he drives car number 741. That is James Starry.
Cody Seaver lines up the 357 from position number 10 to the inside. Position number 9, Travis St. Clair.
Starting from position number 8, he drives for Vanderpool Racing. He drives car number 21. And from position number 8, it is Lyndon Whitfield. Position number 7 for Max Droop Sim Sports. It's the 171, Brandon Freeberg.
Outside your third row, it's the 57 of AJ Cruz. Position number 6 to the inside, the 46. Out of position number 5, Ryan Underwood.
Starting from position number 4, outside row number 2 with a 4-link Motorsports number 46. That is Matthew Selby. Position number 3, inside row number 2 with car number 44 for D1RT Racing. It is John Ruggiero Jr.
Desmond Busby lines up outside front row from position number 2. And on the pole for Team Victory Lane Racing, it is car number 33 of Evan C. And Matt, our 23 starters as Jaden Krause did not make the call, whether he missed the start or whether he had some sort of mechanical issues, maybe a hardware issue or a wheel issue. He did not make the start for tonight's prelim A main event, so therefore 23 starters, 20 laps on the board. Top 10, Matt, is the magical number.
Yeah, we are green here at Eldora Speedway, already busy up the front of the pack. Desmond Busby got a little bit of push and shove there from the 44 car, John Ruggiero Jr. No big crash in turn 1 and 2. Matthew Selby upside down.
Yeah, that come courtesy of Busby sticking it up on the outside, making it 4 wide, and poor old, he gets it back, so that might be a little bit of saving grace for the 46 driver of Matty Selby as he gets the car turned around and pointed in the right direction. I'm just waiting on server number 1. Not sure how all that's going at the moment.
Well, race fans, it'll be more like a complete restart here for our prelim A main here tonight. 46 machine of Ryan Underwood will line up out of position number 3. Looks like we are going single file. Evan C to kick us away. John Ruggiero Jr. back there in second. Then you're back to Ryan Underwood, AJ Cruz, Brendan Freeberg get top 5. Let's light them up here at Eldora Speedway. Back to green we go.
Yeah, we'll see what John Ruggiero Jr. can do normally. And I'll say this with all due respect, you normally see the 44 making those hard moves from the tail end of the field. I did say last week that if he can start up front in one of these races, you get the feeling that a win is going to come for him sooner rather than later. He now looks to the inside at Evan C through turn number 1 and 2. 17 remaining as we work down the back straightaway. See your leader from Ruggiero Underwood back there in third. AJ Cruz having a stellar run in that 4th position in that 57. Then you go back to Desmond Busby, Brandon Freeberg. They battle for positions number 5 and 6. Busby to the inside, Freeberg to the cushion through 1 and 2.
Down the back straightaway this time by into turn number 3 and 4. They'll have 5 laps in the books, which means that takes us to 15 to go. This time across the stripe into 1 and 2. John Ruggiero Jr. and Evan C battling it out for the race lead. But meanwhile, we look back through the field. There it is, side by side. John Ruggiero Jr. and Evan C going at it for the race lead. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Ruggiero on the bottom side of the speedway runs to moisture. On the bottom side of the speedway, down the back straight they go into turns number 3 and 4. This time, into they exit turn 4, down the main straightaway into 1 and 2 they go. Evan C though just running that little bit of a grip right there, just about a car length or so off the top side of the speedway. And AJ Cruz, Brett, how about this guy in the 57 car having an absolute monstrous run right now?
Yeah, if he finishes 4th, he will start positions. He'll start in the 4th row, so either 7th or 8th in the A main event. But he's still going to get through the next 11 and a quarter laps. Brandon Freeberg having another solid run in the 171 machine in 5th position. Here comes St. Clair closing in on Busby. Busby, mate, he's got the right rear quarter panel damage after the contact earlier on with Matthew Shelby. Look at Paul Hollander driving the 113. He's a driver that, again, we continue to see that car just push towards the front of the field each and every time it hits the racetrack. Logan runs in a +4 also after winning the B main. He's up inside the top 10, and James Starry in that 10th and final transfer position.
I tell you what, he's been consistent tonight, has James Starry. Been absolutely on the bubble here tonight. So too Brandon Freeberg. He's been consistent all night as well. So too AJ Cruz. Looks like Matthew Selby going a lap down there in the 46 car. So that brings us now to about, what do we get, 7 to go in tonight's A-Main, or prelim A-Main, should I say. Selby just holding his groove in the 46 car. Rumsey goes to the top side. This is the battle on for positions 8, 9 and 10 right now. Into turns 1 and 2 they go down the back straight away. Now they've got 6 laps to go this time by. When they cross the stripe, we're yellow.
Oh boy. Closing in on 6 remaining. Might even go back a lap, but no, we should go back to lap number 14. But tell you what, I got to give mention. Matthew Selby, his car is beaten and battered and bruised. The leaders come up on him very, very quickly, and then he had about 3 or 4 cars on the lead lap fighting for positions. They went top, they went bottom. Selby just rolled through the middle and then backed out of it as he came out of turn number 2. A lot of drivers wouldn't do that in that situation. They'd just stay in the gas, and they would make the drivers earn that. So, and he done it by holding a line. And it's rare to come by sometimes.
Yeah, it certainly is, mate. It's probably one of the hardest things that a lot of people do in dirt track racing is obviously make people fight for position on the speedway, especially when you've got those one-way race server communication systems in these race cars. And well, let's see what the last 7 laps of tonight's A-Main will bring us. And don't forget, race fans, this is just a prelim. We've still got another A-Main yet to come. We will see a different bunch of drivers. Well, some of the same drivers, but we'll have a few different faces in the field. Let's get set to let them loose once again, Brett. We've got this time by 6 to go.
6 to go. Evan C gets on the gas. We're back underway. Prelim A-Main in the Morton Buildings iRacing Super Late Model World of Outlaws competition, brought to you by Miller Family Trucking, C, Ruggiero and Underwood. They are 1, 2 and 3. Cruz, Freeberg go 4 and 5. Busby in 6. St. Clair going to battle it out with Paul Honda for 7th and 8th. Logan Rumsey not too far away, about to make this 2-car battle, a 3-car battle. And then James Starry again on the bubble in the 741 machine, working 5 now, going to make it 4 to go as they work out of turn number 4. Evan C still your race leader. Here comes Busby looking to the inside on Cruz through 3 and 4 that time. We head off into 1 and 2 and go back to the top, go back to that 1-lane freight train.
Down the back straight away they run this time by. I reckon the brakes will be getting red hot in the 82 machine. But Desmond Busby, but down to turns 1 and 2 they go once again now with 3 to go. Down the back straight away they'll run into turn number 3 and 4. We're watching the battle with Desmond Busby and AJ Cruz. This is a battle for 5th position. Throw in as well Travis Sinclair, and so too Paul Hollander. Logan Rumsey on the bottom side. Throwing the 76 car of Logan Rumsey down the back straight away. We've got a lap and a half to go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by the white flag is out for Evan C. Ladies and gentlemen, how good. He's been on the brink of a win. And tonight, he gets a prelim server A-main win done. Evan C will win your prelim A-main here for the Morton Buildings World iRacing late models here at Eldora Speedway.
My game just locked up. So we're going to a quick break. We're going to be back, hopefully, to talk to our drivers here in a few moments' time.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members,
All right. Well, it froze and then unfroze, and well, we got there. We're going to go through your official results here coming up on screen. Evan C, Ryan Underwood, and John Ruggiero Jr. go 1, 2, and 3. Freeberg and Cruz come home in 4th and 5th. Busby, St. Clair, Hollander, Rumsey, and Lyndon Whitfield going to get the final transfer spot. Matt, out of your 24 drivers.
Yeah, we'll look at the back half now. Home in position number 11 was Nick Baum, Camden Johnston, Huey Quillen. In position 13, back to Joe Lamb, Bob Klein, Craig Stykes. That's your 16 cars. And then go back to Randall Carter, Bo Krebs, Cole Ashcraft, James Starry. Wow, didn't end up finishing the race in the 741 car. He's in a brink of a top 10 finish as well. Unfortunate for the 741 machine. Then go back to Matty Selby, Jaden Krause, Cody Sieber, and Jarrett Jones to round out your 24 car field. We're going to go down now to Victory Lane with Brett Wheeler.
Yeah, we're going to go from back to front. We're going to chat to the driver that comes home in 3rd place here tonight. It's John Ruggiero. John, congratulations. Well, the best part, or the easy part of the night is done. You've got yourself locked in to the A-main. You've got yourself at least a guaranteed top 6 starting positions, but the work is not done with just yet.
Yeah, to say the least. It's always good to, run well in the prelim and lock into the top 6, because obviously anything can happen in the redraw. So we'll see what happens.
And I've said it time and time again. You just need to put that qualifying run and that heat race run together. You've done that, albeit in a prelim, but you've now got yourself in good stead for that A-main. What do you take from this racetrack and prepare yourself? Will you make many adjustments to that 44 for that A-main server here in about probably 15 minutes time?
I'll definitely make a few adjustments, because the line was a little different than I expected. But all in all, I don't feel terrible, and certainly think with a few adjustments I might be able to put together a pretty decent run in this main, and if not, then move on to the next one. But like I said, I think we'll be all right.
But look, well done on 3rd place here in the prelim server. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, buddy. People behind the scenes who makes this possible for you.
I just want to thank you guys for the broadcast. Thank WOTEL Thunder for putting this deal together. Everybody at D1RT Racing for helping me get where I'm at, and let's see if we can't do something in the future.
No, plenty good luck in that A-main event. As John Ruggiero Jr. home in 3rd place tonight in the prelim server. Don't forget, we've still got the A-main server to come up in about 15 minutes' time, as Matty Bailey caught up with our runner-up.
Yeah, standing down here with Ryan Underwood. And Ryan, mate, the first time we've seen you here tonight, here for the Super Late Models, and I'll tell you what, not a bad way to cap off the night here in prelim action, mate. Well done on second.
Thank you. Just got home. We had just enough time to work on the setup to run pretty decent. I think I had something there for Evan there at the end, but it really just sucked early, and that's how I do normally for speed weeks. I sucked the first half of the race, and I was really fast at the end. So, I think if we could just pick up a little bit of speed there at the beginning, I think I'd have a really good shot at winning tonight.
Mate, you're always consistent when we're seeing you in Super Late Models. What sort of changes are you and your team going to make between here and now for the big feature?
Definitely, like I said, try to get faster early. I feel like I lose a whole bunch there at the end, and once it slicks off and becomes that one dominant groove, it's just hard to get around people, and you end up tearing up your stuff trying to get there. So I think if we all just work towards trying to pick up a little bit of speed there at the early parts of the race, I think we got a really good shot to have a really good race put together.
Well, Ryan, well done on second place here tonight, mate, for the prelim A main. I'll tell you what, that's not a bad way to cap off tonight, mate. Sponsor shout out to Turns Wheels on the 46.
Everybody at Powerhouse Performance, Kryptonite Motorsports, Runabout Farms, everybody over there at Powerhouse, man, we've been working together really hard these past few weeks trying to get speed and get everybody caught up with the new technology that's going on. So I think we're going to have some really good speed in the future.
Well done. That is Ryan Underwood. We're going to go down now to Brett Wheeler with Evan C.
Standing by with your prelim main event winner. It is the 33 of Evan C. Evan, it's so far it's a clean sweep, quick time in the prelim server. Heat win. You lead all 20 laps of the prelim. But as you know, mate, it's not done with just yet. We've still got 50 laps to get around. But how did you feel comfortable in the race car? Your thoughts on that race just then very quickly.
Oh, yeah, I mean, felt pretty fast there. And, just trying to fine-tune this thing for Eldora. Feels like I've been racing at this track for 2 weeks now. But, felt pretty good in there. I think we're having some pretty good speed in this race and, probably make a couple more adjustments and, hopefully pick up some more speed and, hopefully we can make more than, 4 laps up front this time and, race it out with these other guys.
Underwood said that, he loses a lot of speed at the first part of the race. He's good at the back half. How do you feel when it comes to speed early on to your speed late in the race?
It definitely seems like you have to be careful not to adjust too much for the slick. At least in the pros, I think it's a little bit of a bigger issue. But the supers, they just got so much more power. You can kind of definitely run them tighter, but you definitely want to be fast at, towards the end of the race, because these supers just seem to love the top a little bit more. So definitely going to be running a little bit tighter setup, and the track's going to get slick, so you got to be fast at the end. And it's like Ryan was saying, you try to get a good balance, and hopefully we can just get that good balance here for this race and have a good run.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on the prelim. Well done locking yourself into the regional. Before we let you go, of course, there's a lot of good sponsors on this race car and a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible for you and the 33.
Just thank everybody at Team VLR, CFME Sports, Agility Speed Shop. We've had some good runs tonight, and everybody else helps us out over there. Tactical Defense, Captain Morgan, Turtles Hour, Frenchies, and Big Horn Tax Story. Just thank you guys for broadcasting for us, and thank Steve and everybody else put on this league for us.
All right, there we go. Evan C., your winner here in prelim server number 1. Matt, that'll wrap us up. We'll go back to the waiting screen. We'll play some music. We've got a redraw to do. And then, of course, our main event to come right here on UltimateDirtTV.
You can believe what happened over here, man. We're going to run out there and live in the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man. I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to do it.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. From here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country. This is
is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Got a call about a disturbance. I think some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out. I was just taking out the trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time. Gotcha. Yeah, man. That's it. Sounds good to me. All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man. You too, man. You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man.
Gasoline, ibuprofen, Gatorade, and nicotine. It's a vicious circle, spin around and round. It's a kind of combination, put you 6 feet down. I got 4-ounce Wranglers and a pearl snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living. Well, man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame. Come on. Ain't Jim Top, ain't Chris the Do. I'm just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to ride, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. done this before. Well, darling, can't you see what you done to me? And I ain't gonna hide the way I feel no more. So let's roll all night. We gonna roll until the morning light. Let's roll.
tractor out alone, riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
And welcome back, race fans, to Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Super Late Models, brought to you by the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matt Bailey as we take a look at our 26 starters from back to front. From position number 26 is Colton Herbert, position number 25, Matthew Selby.
Starting from the 24th position here tonight will be the 37 car of Randall Carter, position number 23. Driving car number 741, good to see him behind the wheel for tonight's A-Main. It is James Starry.
Position 22, it's the 8 of Austin Hunter to the inside, the 5 or the 13 of Ben Calamarsh out of position number 21.
Position number 20, he drives the D1RT Racing number 71, Cole Cabray. Position number 19, driving the Vanderpool Racing number 21 machine, Lyndon Whitfield.
Cole Roach driving the 7R lines up out of position number 18 to the inside for Slick Sim Sports. Position 17, Logan Rumsey.
Position number 16, he drives car number 2. Good to see him in the field for tonight. That is Jesse Wall. Position number 15, we've seen consistent all night tonight, driving car 113, hails all the way from Georgia. It is Paul Hollander.
Carla Bruce lining up at a position number 14 to the inside, the Rocket Esports 13 entry from position number 13, Travis St. Clair.
Starting from position number 12 for Team TCM from Danville, Pennsylvania, it is the 19 machine of Mike Augustine. Position number 11 for D1RT Racing, this is the 82 of Desmond Busby.
Chase Hardy will start position number 10 to the inside, AJ Cruz out of position number 9.
Position number 8, he drives cars 09, I would believe he'll be on the side of the boards for tonight. That from position 8 will be Tanner Tomasi. Position number 7 with Max Droop Sim Sports. It's the 171 of Brendan Freeberg.
And Devin Morgan for Team Victory Lane Racing, starting position number 6 to the inside. Ryan Underwood, position number 5.
Position number 4, he drives car number 127. He's looking for another feature race win here tonight. It is Blake Majulis from position number 4. Position number 3, he drives the Team Victory Lane Racing number 33. Your preliminary Server 1 feature race winner, it is Evan C.
And your front row for Team Victory Lane Racing, outside the front row, it is Damien Kiefer, position number 2. And on the pole position, driving the 44 for D1RT Racing, it is John Ruggiero Jr. As the drivers get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. And 5 years ago, the World of Thunder Esports League group formed, now known as the Miller Family Trucking, with over 1,700 iRacing members and one of the oldest iRacing sanctioned series. The drivers and staff from the World of Thunder Esports League would like to thank you, the fans at home, for watching the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Super Late Models here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. As they salute to you, the fans at home, they are 4 wide. Grab your friends, share out the broadcast, put in chat who you think is going to win. This is going to be lit. Matt, we've said it time and time again. There is no better sight in all of motorsports.
Absolutely. I was going to say another word, but yes, Brett, it is absolutely phenomenal, mate. Every time I see a 4 wide salute, it sends a shiver up my spine. It is so cool. Especially like when we're at real racetracks and we do the whole iPhone light thingy. That's just, it's insane when you see it around a venue. Well, race fans, it is time. They're lined up in the double conga line of menace. And we're going to get set to let them loose. Majoris has pulled out the black, gold and purple paint scheme for tonight's 50-lap big dance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing here at Eldora Speedway. The World of Outlaws Motor Buildings iRacing Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Here at the Eldora Speedway, the lights are out. It is time, race fans. Brett, who's going to take the win?
I don't know. That is a very good question. I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Man, it's too. I'm not even going to pick a winner. It's too tough to call.
I'm going to pick the first guy across the start-finish line to greet the checkered flag. That's who I'm going to go with. And I got to say, that's probably a safe bet. But here we are, round number 3, into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. 50 laps on the board. The 44 of John Rosario Jr. will lead us to the green flag here in a main competition. And Rosario riding through the middle of the racetrack. Damien Kiefer in the 21 machine. Kiefer rocketing around the outside to the race lead down into turn number 3.
This time by for the first time. 1 down, 49 to run. A long way to go around the Eldora Speedway. How about the 112 machine? Back there in position number 4, Brett. Devon Morgan is on the top side in that grey and red, number 112. Catches the wall out of turn number 4. We are yellow. Caution on the speedway.
Oh, that didn't take long.
No, it didn't.
Oh, no. I don't think he's going to be too happy with this one. Start of 5th. And the prelim, we'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. We just got caught up there with Tomasi and they just never unhooked.
Yeah, you can see he had the wheel locked full left as well. So
if he doesn't know what's coming, he does now. Underwood, you can't park there.
That's right. So we'll line them up and we'll get set to go once again here at Eldora Speedway. Damien Kiefer. I'll tell you what, Brett, he should keep the 0 paint off the car. I know we know it's a pretty paint scheme, but he's starting off the front row.
Yeah, well, they're actually... So he had the wrong paint scheme on for...
Big blocks.
The big blocks, and he won that.
Yeah.
He had his... I think he had his regular paint scheme on for the pros. And got 3rd.
Yeah.
Now he's got a 3rd different paint. Do you think maybe a 2nd place finish is on the cards here?
Don't know. Maybe he can go one better.
Just to make it a 1, 2, 3 for the night. As speaking of trying to get things underway here as we go back to green, Kiefer, Rosario, Majulis, Morgan, and then Evans C. Then you go back to Brandon Freeberg, Chase Hardy, Desmond Busby to the inside, AJ Cruz, Mike Augustine. Driving that TCM number 19 machine, sitting in 10th position. Lap number 3 is in the books, 47 remaining.
Oh, it's getting on right now. There is Chase Hardy there in the 99 car. Running through the middle part of the speedway. This track is still very tacky. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Once again, you can see the slick line forming on the top side of the speedway, but still that cushion is right there as well. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Devon Morgan, and Blake Majulis is still going at it. We've seen them do that here multiple times tonight here on UltimateDirtTV. They are side by side down the back straight away. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Morgan, looking to the inside of Blake Majulis. Could he get the job done? Here comes Evans C as well, Brett.
Yeah, Evans C looking to close in on his teammate Devon Morgan. Meanwhile, Rosario coming after Damien Kiefer, but here comes Rosario under fire by the 127 Majulis. Rosario goes to the cushion into 3 and 4. Majulis right through the middle, and now Devon Morgan. I thought he might have changed lines going down into turn number 1 and 2 after Majulis came up the racetrack down the back straightaway now. It's still Damien Kiefer continuing to lead the way from Rosario Majulis. That's your top 3, and then you go back to Morgan and Evans C, rounding out your top 5.
Into turns 1 and 2 they go once again. They are nose to tail. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th right now. A nose to tail in turn number 3. They're spread out a little bit right now out around the racetrack. Out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. Rosario Jr. holds on for 2nd. Now nearly 10 laps in the books. This time by into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis to the inside of John Rosario Jr. 10 down, 40 to go.
Again, watch the 112 of Devon Morgan. Switching up that line into turn number 1 and 2. Evans C following the 112 machines. We work down the back straightaway. Slide job coming here from Blake Majulis. Tries it deep into turn number 3 and 4. That inside groove opens back up for the 44 of John Rosario. But now he's going to have to run the mini slider line. And that'll give Majulis an opportunity to work back to his inside. They race off at turn number 2. Side by side. Majulis inside. Rosario outside. Slide job. Now going to make it 3 wide as Devon Morgan rolls the bottom side.
Yeah, Morgan had all the power down in the 112 machine. Ruggiero, though, went to the bottom side in turns 1 and 2, takes over second, back off Majulis. Out to turns number 3 and 4, they run this time by to turn number 3. Down the main straight, they'll run this time by 14 laps, well, 13 laps in the books. We're on lap number 14 of 50 right now, Brett.
Yeah, Majulis and Ruggiero putting on a great show for the fans with Devin Morgan. Probably got the best seat in the house. Majulis to the middle. He stays middle through turn number 3 and 4. Ruggiero, he's got all sorts of momentum on the top side of the racetrack. Looking for a good finish here. Morgan into the wall. C checks up. Freeberg right there. Trying to capitalise on a potential top 5. Morgan into the wall. Freeberg now move him into position number 5 and move Devin Morgan back to position number 6, but not for long. Morgan back to 5. Meanwhile, Majulis coming after Ruggiero again into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job, parks it on the snoot of the 44, and Ruggiero done very well to turn that back underneath him.
Into turns number 3 and 4 this time by down the main straightaway. They'll run 16 laps in the books. How good is this, race fans? Wow. What an A-main so far. We're only 16 laps in. But this racing is getting on right now. Your race leader has checked out. What's the gap rate? About 1.8 seconds, I reckon?
Might be a little bit more now as Ruggiero got into the wall. Evan C moves back to the inside. Evan C, he'll start in the 3rd position. Now Ruggiero back to 4th. Freeberg, Morgan, side by side. It is a 1.8 second gap at the moment. For your race leader of Damien Kiefer, make that 1.7. Majulis closing in. Evan C still fending off the challenge from Ruggiero. Ruggiero's got some company inside, outside. Kiefer and Freeberg. What a battle this is for 4, 5 and 6.
Yeah, such good racing right now into turns number 1 and 2. They've got 31 to go. Into turns number 3 and 4 this time by Morgan with a slide job on Freeberg. Down the main straight, they'll run this time by now. 21 down, Brett. Or 20 down, should I say. 30 to go.
Yeah, we're going to get dirty for the next 30 as Freeberg, Morgan, the battle of the 3 numbers. The 171 up against the 112. The 112 being Devin Morgan. The 171, you see Brandon Freeberg. John Ruggiero just starting to fall off just a little bit as we complete lap number 21. It's still Morgan and Freeberg having a great battle for positions number 4 and 5. I'd love to go back and look at the field, but I tell you what, these drivers, they're keeping us on our toes up front. Evan C coming after Majulis. In fact, has gotten by Blake Majulis. And Evan C, he is a man on a mission right now on the top side. Move Evan C to position number 2.
Oh, how good. The gap is closing on your race leader. Lap cars now going to start playing a part here in tonight's A-Main with caution.
Just
yellow on the speedway.
That was a 2-second gap that Kiefer had over over Evan C, and now with that caution coming out, it's going to be 0.
Oh no! And I tell you what, Kiefer will be about as dark as 10:30 p.m. at Borderline.
Oh, where'd you get that from? Oh, I feel like I've heard that before.
Oh, I think you came up with that one.
Oh yeah, well,
stole it. Sorry.
Cool. No worries.
Hashtag trademark.
All good. Look, mate, I understand. UDTV, we set trends. People follow.
We do. We do. I thought it called for it, but anyway.
Yeah, but see, most people won't know what Borderline is.
No, they won't. They won't. Anyway, the gap has now narrowed.
0.
Well, it is. Yes, that is true. This could change it all right now, race fans. Evan C's on a mission in the 33. So too Blake Majulis. So too Devin Morgan in the 112 machine. This is about to get gnarly, race fans. Let's see what's going to happen. They line up in 2x2 as the yellow lights go out. Brett, we're set for a restart. This time they roll intensively through turns 1 and 2, mate, but this A-Main has been all honky-dory.
Yeah, it's been an absolute belter of the main event, and seeing how Damien Kiefer is going to handle the challenge of Evan C, who basically just drove around Majulis like he was standing still.
Yeah, he sure did. Let's go back to green, though, out of turn number 4. Kiefer gets a good start down to 1 and 2. C on the top side. Freeberg throws it in deep on the bottom side of the speedway, and 1 and 2 down the back straight away this time. Morgan and Freeberg are still side by side in turn number 3 and 4. Kiefer has the race leads across the stripe, 24 on the books. This time now working lap number 25 of 50 into turns number 3 and 4 this time by Kiefer, still your race leader. Evan C now falling back to 3rd, battling with Brendan Freeberg in turns 1 and 2 there side by side. Meanwhile, Majulis knocking on the rear door of the 21 machine of Damien Kiefer to turn number 3 and 4. This time by We're Yellow. Caution on the speedway. And we're at the halfway point of this race fans. We will go back to lap number 26, which will bring us to exactly 25 laps to go. Wow. Brett, how good was that restart?
No, it's fantastic. It really is. You can just see that Majulis after that caution, after Evan C drove around him, he was not at all happy with it, and he's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm in business. He wants it. He wants it. So I'm just trying to look for something in the overlay section to see if I can make this background transparent.
That's all right. No worries, mate.
So bear with me.
It's all
Robert,
good.
I'm going to look for it.
So, race fans, Damien Kiefer, your race leader. Blake Majulis on his outside. This is about to get gnarly, race fans. We'll have 24 to go when they come back to the green flag. What an exceptional A-main so far. How good. Kiefer, can he go back-to-back tonight? Here at the Eldora Speedway, took out the big block modified feature. And now he's up the front of the super late models. He's been on point here tonight. So too Evan C. So too Blake Majulis. And I tell you what, Brendan Freeberg, he's been consistent all night here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Let's find out who's going to get the job done, though. Place your picks in the comments. We're at half race distance. And this could get good. And it has been good. See back there on the inside of row number 2. Majulis on the outside of the front row. Are we set to go back to green? You betcha, race fans. We're back to green flag racing this time. Down the main straightaway into 1 and 2. Kiefer goes to the top side. Just slightly tap the wall in turn 1 and 2. That allows Majulis to pull even with Damien Kiefer. Slide job through turns 3, 4. No! You're kidding me. And the big one has happened at Eldora. Brendan Freeberg is upside down on the main straightaway. And oh my giddy aunt.
Yeah, you got to feel for Brendan Freeberg, right? You've got to feel for Kiefer.
Absolutely. Wow. It's a little bit difficult, Brett, to actually say where all that started. I know there was contact And I'm pretty sure that it was from Evan C.
Correct.
In the 33 car. Caught the left rear of the 21. And that is where it all unfolded. You got to feel big time for the 21 machine of Damien Kiefer. So too Brandon Freeberg. And as you would expect, race control sending the 33 car to the tail of the field. The pace car is back off, race fans. We're going back to green flag racing. Blake Machulis is now your race leader. Devin Morgan to the top side of the speedway. We are back to where we were from the Pro Late Model feature. Devin Morgan with a slide job. And we are caution. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to agree with what Devin Morgan said earlier on in an interview, Brett, with when the battles get good, the yellow comes out.
Yes, that is really unfortunate. Sorry, just looking at...
That's okay. It's all good, mate.
Just trying to get this... Just trying to figure it out.
It's all good. All is well. So, race fans, how good though, Colton Herbert up to position number 3. John Ruggiero Jr. back there in the 44 car. Back in position number 4. How good has Colton Herbert been tonight? Been a bit of a dark horse. Haven't really seen him much in the field tonight, and I'll tell you what, he's now up there. Looks like he's pulling back now. Not sure what's going on with the 6 machine. No, he's pulling into position number 3. So it'll be Blake Majulis, Devin Morgan, Colton Herbert. Then go back to John Ruggiero Jr., Austin Hunter, Cole Cabray, James Starry, Ryan Underwood, Randall Carter, and Kyler Bruce. Just outside of top 10 with Matthew Selby. So too Chase Hardy. So we're under the caution lights right now here at Eldora Speedway, race fans. They're lined up in single file formation. We'll have 21 laps left to go when we come back to the green flag. This time by. Out of turn number 4. No, Majulis jumps on the fun pedal. We're back to green. With now 21 remaining. Into 1 and 2 they go. Morgan on the top side. Can he get the run that he did just before that? Just before we went yellow. Through turns number 3 and 4 this time by, race fans. 30 laps now in the books. 20 laps to go. And Majulis leads. The birthday boy. He's on the cards right now. Morgan back there in second. Then go back to Hunter. Colton Herbert. And the 44 car, John Ruggiero Jr. They're battling for minor placings right now. Here tonight for the World of Outlaws. Morton Buildings Late Models, iRacing Super Late Models. Presented by World of Thunder.
Matt, just gonna say, Austin Hunter in third position, plus 19, and would you believe he's still not the hard charger? Colton Herbert in the 6 machine, who's just gotten by around Cabray, he's at plus 20. Even Cole Cabray plus 15.
It is phenomenal, isn't it, mate? How good has this race been? We're now 33 laps in the books, race fans. Austin Hunter is not done yet. On the outside of John Ruggiero Jr. Into turns number 3 and 4 this time by, down the main straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. They'll go this time by 34 in the books, Brett.
Ruggiero Hunter, door to door as they work down the back straightaway. Ruggiero, the 44, Hunter in the 8 machine. Ruggiero started on pole. Austin Hunter started position number 22. Had to use one of these provisionals here at the Eldora Speedway. Now driving up to a podium. Plus 19 positions. I'm counting 6 cars, Matt. 6 cars that have advanced up plus 10 or more positions. In fact, I could go a little bit better. Plus 14 or more positions. That is how crazy this race is at the moment. And with 13 and a half to go, here comes Cabray working the 171 machine. He's staying upstairs. Ruggiero, Austin Hunter, they go right through the middle. Have a look at Ryan Underwood coming back into the picture now.
Yeah, how good for the 46 car. Into turns 1 and 2 they go, down the back straight away. This race has just been exceptional. How good. We've got now 12 laps to go in tonight's A main. Ruggiero on the bottom side of the speedway, Hunter through the middle. Here comes Cole Cabray. So to Ryan Underwood. They're looking for a slide job. Underwood makes it on Cole Cabray there in turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight, they'll run now with 11 to go. Into turns 1 and 2 this time. Down the back, straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Underwood on the top side of the speedway. Catches the wall in turn number 3. Gets back on the gas now.
Wow.
Brett, I tell you what, we've got 10 to go, mate. How good is this?
A couple of laps ago when Underwood threw that slider on Cabray, that was probably one of the ballsiest sliders I have ever witnessed. 9 to go for Yelena Majulis. Out by near 2 seconds over Devin Morgan. And then a 3-second gap. Back to this battle you're watching on screen. 3 wide, Ruggiero, Hunter and Underwood. Underwood is driven from the back to the front after getting sent to the rear end of the field. Cabray, Colton Herbert. 3 of these drivers plus 14, plus 18 and plus 19. Oh my, we're still 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2 with 8 to go.
This is going to be the picture of the day. How good is this? Down to turn number 3 and 4, the race fans. Cabray through the middle, the TCM sponsored 171 machine on the top side of the speedway. And this is good. How good now with 6 to go as they cross the stripe. Hunter in the wall in turn number 3. So too Randall Carter. Ruggiero Jr. now back up to position number 5 on the speedway. And they're side by side with Colton Herbert. How good. Brett, this time by, mate, we're going to have 5 to go.
Tell you what, Colton Herbert was not even making the show, and it was only that a provisional had saved him to start position number 26 in tonight's main event. He's now driven to 5th. He might even make it 4th if he can get by Cabray. They're still 3 wide, coming to 3 to go. Make it 4.
Oh my giddy aunt, this is getting good. It's been good. It's been more than good. It's been exceptional. How good is this A-main race, fans? Down the back, straight away they go. They're side by side. Into turn number 3 and 4. Herbert on the bottom side. Cabray on the top. We've got 3 to go. Down to 1 and 2. Brett, oh my.
I am witnessing one of the best races I've seen in a very, very long time. Majulis has just been given the popsicle sticks. Right, do not do this to me now. Why? Why? Oh, I'm filthy. We're going to have to somehow watch the replay of the white flag. Oh, can you? Oh, I can't believe it. That is twice now that this has happened.
Yeah, it's not what we want.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, this absolutely sucks backside. I don't even want to know. I honestly don't want to know. That is twice. Oh, that has pissed me off. Your feature race results. Majulis gets the win. Morgan home in second. Underwood third. Cabray fourth. Herbert fifth. Ruggiero 6. Hunter 7. C 8. Randall Carter 9. And Tanner Tomasi 10th.
Home in 11th was Logan Rumsey, 12th, Matthew Selby, 13th, James Starry, 14th, Lyndon Whitfield, 15th was Travis Sinclair, 16th, Kyler Bruce, 17th, Jesse Wall, 18th, Ben Cowdermarsh, 19th, Brendan Freeberg, 20th was Paul Hollander, 21st, Chase Hardy, 22nd, AJ Cruz, 23rd, Cole Rhodes, 24th, Damien Kiefer, 25th was Desmond Busby, and 26th was the 19th car of Mike Augustine.
So, big movers through the field. James Starry. Hang on, we're just gonna go back a little further just so we can go under yellow and talk to some of these drivers. So James Starry plus 10 started 23rd, finished 13th. Matthew Selby started 25th, finished 12th. That's plus 13. Randall Carter started 24th, finished 9th, plus 15. Austin Hunter started 22nd, finished 7th. That's plus 15. Cole Cabray started 20th, finished 4th, plus 16. You would think that any one of those drivers would have been your hard charger, thanks to DirtFan.com. But the man that gets our DirtFan.com hard charger is Colton Herbert from 26 to position number 5, plus 21 on that A main event. And those last 2 laps, I'm sure, would have been absolutely phenomenal. As I could tell you that the time difference between the likes of Cabray, Herbert, and Ruggiero was very, very little. You're probably looking at, say, 0.2 of a second. But we're going to go down, and we're going to do things back to front. We're going to do our hard charger here tonight. So home in 5th place and getting your DirtFan.com hard charger is Colton Herbert. Colton, for someone that was pretty much on the way out, not making the show, you get the last provisional, you start 26th, you move up 21 positions, and you come home 5th. That's not a bad way to cap off Eldora Speedway.
Oh, definitely not. Had some troubles in the prelim. Obviously started dead last and just really worked my way up slowly and just kept my nose clean, avoided everything, and finished top 5.
Hey, what was your thought process? What was your game plan starting from that far back, in this quality of a field?
Oh, I really knew that everyone's going to be fast. Stuff's going to happen. I knew there was at least going to be one wreck. I was just being very passive, being aware, making sure I missed the wreck and don't ruin my own race. Really just set my car up for the bottom, and we kind of just fed the bottom there.
Well, mate, congratulations on being the DirtFan.com hard charger here for the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Super Late Models here at Eldora. Colton, before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes who gets this done for you.
Zach McSwain, he's been helping me out a lot, got me a lot faster here recently. Everyone at ZMR. iPaints for the beautiful wrap, Ryko, Speedworks, Mario Prez and his photos, Lizard Lit, and Big L.
Okay, Colton Herbert, your hard charger from 26 to position number 5, plus 21. Matt Bailey, you're caught up with our 3rd place driver of Ryan Underwood.
Well, race fans, enough cannot be said about this guy. He had to go to the back and he got up in a little bit of an incident there on the start of the feature, and he's come home in the top 3 tonight. Ryan, mate, what a start, what a finish, what a way to cap off tonight here at Eldora Speedway.
Oh yeah, we showed that speed that we were lacking there early, and we just had some unfortunate luck there at the beginning of the race, and just had to get my mindset to get back up there and be able to run with these boys, and I think we were able to do that pretty well. The car was a little bit slower than I anticipated trying to fire off, but I think with a few tweaks we could get that out of the way.
Mate, an awesome run here tonight. Not a bad way to cap off the night here at Eldora Speedway with a 3rd place finish. Mate, awesome run. What's the sponsor shout-outs on this race car? We know there's a lot of good people to thank on this machine.
Everybody at Powerhouse Performance, Runabout Farms, Kryptonite Motorsports, Limitless Designs, and everybody on the car.
Well done, Ryan. Brett, back over to you, mate, with that 2nd place getter here tonight.
Yeah, going to chat to Devin Morgan, who comes home in 2nd place here tonight. Devin, well, 2nd place, Eldora Speedway. We cap off the night, Super Late Models. That was a grueling 50 laps, but I mean, to walk away with a second, you can't be too disappointed, right?
Nah, not disappointed at all. Just more disappointed in myself. I didn't realize, I guess, some point where I was taking a break and they updated late models where when you have stage 3 right rear damage, you can't phase it through the wall anymore. And I was just trying to do too much, trying to put my quarter panel through the wall like you used to be able to and get a little bit more of the cushion. And I just kept eating the wall down. But um, I know going forward, and I think I could have. I don't know if I had anything to pass Blake there. I maybe could have contested there. And, he's not to make a mistake, but at least put on a better show there and not let him drive out my life. But you know, 3 seconds, winning the prelim. I'll take it.
Well, buddy, congratulations on a successful night here at the Eldora Speedway. No doubt, a lot of sponsors of this race car, a lot of people behind the scenes that make this possible for you to turn up each and every night.
I gotta thank my mom, my dad, MPM Marketing, BKP Art, Wiley X Glasses. I gotta thank TAC 3 Defense, Team VLR, Elite Performance Industries, CI Performance. Once again, y'all for broadcasting. Word of Thunder for putting on a league where we can come race. Just wanted to say, hoping to come back, be in the booth every week, hopefully. Just let people know I'm still here and I'm still the same. I'm still one of the best.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Well done on second. We certainly look forward to having you back whenever you can make it out. There we go, Devin Morgan, your runner-up here tonight. Matty Bailey caught up with our birthday boy feature winner here tonight.
Well, race fans, it's no surprise to have this guy back down in feature lane. How about a race fans for Blake Majulis? And Blake, mate, words cannot explain the racetrack here tonight, the racing here at Eldora Speedway here tonight. It's been phenomenal. Cap off the night, mate. It's been unreal so far.
Oh yeah, man, it's been really, honestly, it's been unreal the whole season so far. We haven't lost a late model race yet in pros or super, so that alone is just crazy. I knew I had my work cut out in this one, just a little confused on what to do, didn't feel too good in the warm up, and then I was a little worried in the beginning. I just didn't feel like very fast. I felt pretty good, just not very, very fast, and then I got the bottom to work like I did in the pros earlier, and got slid Damien and took the lead, and I never looked back from there. But yeah, we were just able to pull away there at the end, and like I said, just felt really, really good about halfway there.
Mate, again, an awesome run here tonight at Eldora Speedway. Obviously, a good way to cap off the night. Blake, we do see every time, mate, but hey, sponsors on this race card, and there's a lot of good people behind the scenes and a lot of good people to help you out each and every week.
Yeah, of course. First, I'd like to thank you guys for doing this every week and taking your time out. Represent Limited, Nick Diaz Academy, ML Performance, Game Up Nutrition, Reliable Energy Solutions, Chris Ferguson, CFM, CD Cinematography, Design 75, Race XR, Majulis Speed Shop, CFM Esports, 127 Industries, and like I said, you guys for broadcasting, everybody that watch. I appreciate it.
Well, there it is, race fans. How good. Brett, I'm lost for words, mate. This racing here for super late models here tonight has been substantial.
No,
it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. It's certainly looks forward. There was a lot of things to look forward to this week at Eldora. Of course, we capped off the super late model week, speed week last week at this very racetrack and brought some good racing. It really set the benchmark for round number 3 here of not only the DirtFan.com Big Block Modified Series, of course, the CNC Racing Designs Pro Late Models, and of course the Morton Buildings iRacing World of Outlaws Late Models, the Super Late Models here with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. It's been a phenomenal night, Matt. Thank you so very much for your time throughout the course of the 3 broadcasts, and we'll certainly be back next week for round number 4. I don't know where we're going to. I'll worry about that next week, but it's been a long day here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Thank you each and every one of you that has tuned in. And until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of Matt Bailey, I am Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night.